Well, welcome to episode 1 of John Learns to Fix Things. So my kitchen sink faucet, right under where you lift it up to turn it on, I've had a small leak right here when it runs for a few years now. It's just been so little that I haven't cared enough. But I don't know, this weekend I looked at it and I went, you know what? I should fix that. So I took this top part off and got the faucet part. I don't know what you call this part of the faucet, but I got this pulled off. Got the O-rings. I was like, okay, I need to go match these at Lowe's and I can replace them and should fix it. I don't remember why, but I went under the sink. I've racked my brain. I cannot remember what I was doing under here. But I've got this bucket in case there's ever a leak to catch water. And I just remembered. See, I'm talking through it. I just remembered what I was doing down here. I had to cut the water off because I didn't want water spraying when I took the faucet apart. So I was down here turning the water off. And when I moved the bucket, I saw there's water in it. I went, oh no, I've got a leak down here again. It's one problem at a time. I'm not going to worry about that today. I'm going to get the faucet fixed. So, go to Lowe's, match up the O-rings, get what I need, same brand, same size, they feel the same. So I come switch them out, put the faucet back together, run the water for several minutes, and I don't see a leak. Beautiful. Okay. So, today, I thought, you know what? Because my drain's been a little bit slow because stuff gets down the kitchen drain that shouldn't. So let me Drano it. And, after you let it sit, you're supposed to flush it with hot water. So I got the hot water running. And I thought, let me get down here and see if I can tell where the leak's coming from. Well, I saw it dripping right here. And I said, that sucks because I just replaced that, I don't know, a year and a half ago, because it was leaking right there. And the son of a gun is already leaking again. I was so frustrated. So I'm looking at it, and right before I gave up and came out and thought, I'll have to figure out how to replace that again, because apparently this isn't supposed to come out. Not knowing anything about plumbing, I pulled this out last time and took it to Lowe's to match it. And the guy at Lowe's was shocked that I got it out and asked me multiple times how I got it out. I was like, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. I twisted it until the seal broke. But right before I came out, I got splashed. And I went, uh-oh, something's dripping. It's not just dripping from this into the bucket. Like my hand right in here, I got splashed. And so I had to look for a while. Of course, the water's running the whole time. And it turns out it's coming from this water line running up here. The water was dripping down onto this pipe and running around. So it wasn't leaking down here like I thought it was. It was dripping on this pipe and just running around. It's coming from the faucet that I'm trying to fix. So I'll go back and look at the top. And it's not leaking in the same spot it was. Because before, it was leaking right here. Now it's leaking over here. So I've just got a new leak. And I think what happened is probably the O-rings are okay. But I think the inside was dirty. And I took a wet paper towel and tried to get some of the grime. I think there's some grime and dirt in there. And it's pushing against the O-ring and leaving just a little bit of a break in the seal. So water is able to get by. But the problem is, water runs out. And apparently I've got a little leak on this one too. Because water comes out on this one when the water's running for a while when it's hot. I just noticed that today. But the water's getting around the base of the faucet and going under and leaking. And I thought, all right, I got 2 problems with the faucet. Well, I guess really 3. I got 2 leaks where water's coming out, and then another leak where water's going under. So I said, the heck with it. And I went back to Lowe's, and I believe this is the exact same faucet, as far as I can tell. So we're about to put it in and see if it works. Wish me luck. All right, we're under the sink now. Now this, where the stems come through on each side, and they got the little rings that you have to unscrew off. This one was hard. I had to get a crescent wrench and unscrew it about the whole way, which was a job. This one, once I got it loose, I was able to do by hand. But while I was doing it, I bumped my little clip here that holds the sink. You see it's loose, so I gotta check them all. And I guess tighten those up, because I sure don't want my sink coming up. So that'll be my next step. And then I've got to get, that's for the hand sprayer, I got to get that ring off and disconnect the water lines. Then I should be able to pull everything up, although I bet I'll need the bucket underneath to catch the water. But I will show you those two rings I got off. Look at how nasty they were, which is probably why they were hard to get off. Yuck. All right, we're making progress. For that clip, the one that I bumped up here, that was the only one that was loose. I checked all the others that were tight, but I tightened that one up, so now it's holding. And I got the two water lines off. So where they go up, I had to put a wrench on this top part to hold it because it was spinning when I was trying to unscrew it. So with a wrench holding that, I took my crescent wrench and I was able to loosen them, then they came right off. Now this last line goes to the sprayer. I can't even see there. Some kind of clip, so I gotta figure out how that comes off. That's the last thing, and I should be able to lift the sink out, or the faucet. And that plastic ring is still on the hose because the hose is connected on both ends. So I need to remember to put that on the new sprayer before I tighten it up to the faucet. Well, work smarter, not harder. Instead of trying to reach underneath and do it, I just pulled the faucet up, and this pulled up with it, and I did it from up here. It's just got those little clips. Mash them in, pull it out. It was that simple. So I've got this pulled out. Looks like I need to do a little cleaning, but after that, I think I'm ready to start putting the new one in. And it's clean. I wish it was that easy. This one, I just used a paper towel and that cleaned up. This was stuck on there. I actually ended up using steel wool, and I got pretty much everything. Like, I don't feel that, so I guess it's just stained. So I went ahead and opened the new box, and yeah, it looks identical to the last one as far as I can tell. The only difference is sprayer hose is black instead of clearish, whatever the last one was. It did come with instructions. I just looked at them, but it is basically do exactly what I just did in reverse. So we're gonna get started. All right, making progress. So that stem, I just put the stem in and tighten the nut underneath and then put the hose in. So that's just sitting in there. I'll loop the hose around. So again, I'm gonna do it from the top to make it easier on myself. It looks like it's got some snaps, which will go onto that. So I'm gonna snap it, and I'm gonna drop the faucet in and then go underneath and screw on the two little, I don't even know what they're called, almost like a washer or a nut, but that's next. All right, I got it connected. I dropped the faucet in, and I got the two little thin plastic nuts, whatever they're called, tightened up. I snugged it just a little bit, did my best to get it centered, which I think is at least close enough for me. I don't see that it's crooked. And then I went down and snugged them up. So the only thing left is connect the two water lines. So again, I guess I'm just gonna put a little wrench to hold that top nut and then screw them on, and I should be good to go after that. We are hooked back up. Moment of truth. I'm assuming there's air in it. So there we go. Get all the air out. But we're working. Hey. We'll just make sure. Oh yeah. Now we're in business.